Hello everyone, welcome back. And after a torrid time against Leeds United in the last episode, how have we fared since? And are we getting near the top of the table? Welcome to Making Tottenham Hot Spurs Again. Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode 10 of Making Tottenham Hot Spurs Again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you in the Premier League against Man UFC, as it is in this version, and Everton also in the Premier League. I'm just going to pause for a second because I'm going to have a bit of a cough. After effects of COVID, and having frogs in your throat is not a good thing to do. As you will see, since that last episode, Leeds a 1-1 draw, and Arsenal a 1-1 draw, and then a 5-3 loss to Leeds. Still can't believe that. We then went on to play Norwich in the league, beating them 3-0, 2 goals from Harry Kane. And Pierre-Emile Hojberg after 82 minutes. So we managed to seal that up eventually after had taken the lead after 9 minutes and then hanging on to it. And it looked like hanging on for a short while. And then we turned into something quite interesting against Chelsea. Really didn't expect to get past Chelsea in the sort of little bit of a wobble that we're having, but we did get past them in the FA Cup fourth round. It was a 1-0 win, a goal from Bergwijn after 57 minutes. But who do we get in the fifth round? Would you believe it? It's our arch rivals Leeds again. This time also at Ellen Road, where we lost 5-3. Can we avenge it in that game? You'll find out in the next episode, because the next episode will be Leeds versus whoever we get in the Euro Cup the conference second knockout round, having evaded. Who did we evade in the first round, to be fair? In fact, we got a bye through the first round because we went through as champions. Of course, we did from our group game. So we got a bye. So that's why we're waiting to find out who we're going to be playing against. Have we got any instruction on that? Can we get in there to find out? I'm not sure. Yes, we can. Clicking on the wrong bit. First knockout round still to be played by the looks of it. In fact, both legs are still to be played. They're playing on the 17th and the 24th. So 2 weeks running. And then obviously we will get to see, I don't know if we get a draw or what happens there. But second knockout round to be drawn on the 25th. So we'll look out for that around about the 25th of the month as we go back. So let's just go back and have a look at the schedule. How does that fit? We're not going to see it on this episode, so we will probably have to record that as a separate, but we will be able to update you who we've got in the Leeds match. Or what I might actually do is record this and then record that on the end of this particular episode if we've got time to do it. So looking into doing that. Anyway, without any more to do, I don't think there's anything else to update you with. Transfer history, I don't think anybody else has come in. Nicholas Schul from back in August, nothing there. Nobody going out. Jordan Hackett has gone out on loan to Northampton. That's not really of any great interest to us. Do we have any irons in the fire? Got 3 offers for Matt Doherty currently in the pot, of which Rangers look like favourites to get that for a £15 million all out. Frank Cassie is a transfer target for us. He's in Milan. That's actually been cancelled, so that's not happening. That's not good, is it? No is the answer. Nobody coming in Nothing happening on the transfer. In fact, finances-wise, that'll explain why we've only got 3.8 million at the moment. And we're a little bit under our wage budget, just a little bit. So not a lot of leeway there. So we're stuck with what we've got, guys, going into today's games. The first of which comes up, it is Man United. In fact, I'll tell you what we haven't done. Haven't had a look at the table. We looked at the scores, but we haven't looked at the table. So where does that win against Norwich leave us? It leaves us in second place. Equal points to Liverpool. Actually equal everything apart from goal difference. They've scored a lot more goals than us all. Their goal difference is a lot better than ours. In fact, if we have a look, here we go. As you'll see, Liverpool 63 goals for. We've scored 60. Where we've been a bit more leaky in defence, the likes of the game against Leeds is the bit that's impacted us. But there you go. So that's where we are. Man City breathing down our necks. They're just 3 points behind us in third place. And then Man U FC, our first opponents today, down there in fourth place on 49 points. Some 5 points behind us at the moment, but that can soon turn around. Let's get on with the episode. Man U FC is first up. And here we are, the team to play against Man U FC. And it's Castiles in goal, Reguilón, Dyer, Sewell and Doherty in defence. Winks and Hodgberg are at midfield with Ali, Lo Celso and Son in attacking midfield, with Kane up front. On the bench, Galini, Tanganga, Brian Gill, Skip, Davis, Dembele, Romero, Sanchez and Emerson Royal. Can we beat Manchester United? We're about to find out. And here we are, teams on the pitch for this one at the Tottenham Stadium, and we are underway. Son with a corner early doors, all are ping-ponging around and eventually goes in, but the referees, Lo Celso was the scorer, and it's going to VAR. Question of offside, it is disallowed, and Son, Celso really, in fact Kane was almost offside as well, but I think it was Kane that was offside and what was cancelled out. Hodgberg with a free kick, it's headed clear. Doherty comes out for it. Lo Celso, Winks, Dyer, Hodgberg, Dele Alli. Lo Celso to Dele Alli. He's gone too far. Crosses it in, and Kane gets his 23rd of the season. It is 2, not quite 3 minutes on the clock, and we have got our nose in front after the early goal being cancelled out. But we've been here before. The likes of Leeds, we need to make sure Man U FC don't get back in. And Dele Alli played that nicely into the path of Harry Kane. And we go top as it stands. Liverpool are playing 0-0 against Leeds at the moment. Maybe Leeds can do us a favour in this one. Hodgberg picking up a yellow card. Not a lot been going on just recently. It's all very nothingy, should I say. Manchester United got back into it a little bit, but they've not got back into it massively. And well, that half, as you see, after we scored the goal, we didn't really do much after that. Got our noses in front and then pretty much stayed there for their on in, and I would say Manchester United have got themselves back in it, really. 5 shots, 3 on target against our 4 and 2. XG wise, just not quite had the impetus at the moment, but I'm sure they'll have a go in the second half. We could do with at least another goal. And here we go with the second half. We are underway. Wan-Bissaka, Ronaldo, Dyer, Sewell, Doherty, Sewell, Lo Celso, out wide to Son. Hodgberg looking for Kane over the top. Didn't find him. And Man UFC are on the attack. Moving the ball around nicely in this second half. And it's Rashford who gets... I was going to say gets the equaliser, but it looks like he might have been offside. VAR doing another check. Questionable. And no, it's not offside, and it is a goal. It is the equaliser. Marcus Rashford has equalised, so we need to up the impetus now. Encourage the team. Move to positive. And decide what we do. Do we up the ante a little bit? Leeds are beating Liverpool. And let's have a look at the league table. We are top as it stands at the minute, but we could really do with putting down a marker as Liverpool losing. Cut out by Doherty. Son. Lo Celso. Back to Sewell. Sewell find Hodgberg. Kane. Hodgberg goes out wide for Dele Alli. Winks. Lo Celso. Hodgberg. Trying to get it in. Couldn't get it in, but Lo Celso tidies up in midfield. Comes again. Reguilón now. Cross it in for Kane, and he's fouled. VAR will look at this to see whether it is a penalty or not. VAR playing a big part of this game as it stands. And penalty review. It's no penalty. I can't help thinking that... Right, all these players need showing on to weaker foot, I think. So there we go. That's the changes I've made. And let's keep up with the game. And Manchester United come forward again. Fernandes in. We've managed to close him off, but oh, that's come off with the crossbar by the looks of it. And we've got away with that. We're going to need to do something here because Manchester United have really climbed back. We've not actually done anything since the end of that first half. They have really got themselves back into this, and I think it's time that we did something. I'm not sure what to try and get back in here. What have we got that gives us an opportunity? Lo Celso can't go out there. Winks, no. Hodgberg, no. Lo Celso, he's not attacking on the right side, but he is getting tired, so maybe the opportunity to bring him off. Really have a lot of options here. We're going to bring Brian Gill on. We're going to put Brian Gill out there. Son can play in that attacking midfield there. But what we're going to do is Son is going to be the advance forward, and will make Kane the pressing forward. And see if we can make a difference that way. Give the team a shout. Still 1-0 to Leeds in the Liverpool game. Van der Beek on for McTominay. Son is now tired, and that's what we're up against. Don't really have anybody else that is a striker out there. Going to ignore that because we haven't really got anybody to thingy. Sancho's off for Greenwood, and Milenkovic is on for Wan-Bissaka. Kane looking very, very tired. Let's have a look. There isn't anybody else there that can do a job. Doherty, Tanganga on for Doherty, and in fact, let's undo that, because I think it's actually Reguilón that needs coming off for Tanganga. And final change. As time ticks down, they have a free kick. Oh, and Castells plucks that from under the crossbar. Arsenal beating Manchester City as well. Results going in our favour as long as we can say in a drawing position. Dyer to Dele Alli. Winks. Tanganga looking for Kane. Couldn't find him. And the ball comes forward again. Saul with a header forward, but Pogba gets down there. Greenwood, and they're looking menacing. Kane. Hodgberg, Dele Alli, can we sneak one? Dele Alli, oh, just wide of the upright. And I think with 89 minutes on the clock, I think we're going to go to a cautious, try and see out this game. It's probably not the best thing to do against Manchester United. There's 4 extra minutes. Can we get down and full time? We can, and we've managed to get away with a draw. And Manchester United climb their way back into that by wholesale. 19 shots, 9 on target, absolutely pounded us after they got back in that game. Good job we scored early on, otherwise we may have been in trouble. Not the best for this one, but that's where we are. Unlucky. Point a finger. We didn't play well, but I'm happy with the result. I think that's all we can say. Castells kept us in it, so he had a good game. Very happy with your performance. Harry Kane, happy with your performance. Really, everybody else weren't really in it. They weren't at the races, as they say. That's a result. Takes top of the league. You must be pleased with that. Not paying attention to that right now. There's far too much football to play for it to be any real relevance at this stage. Pierre Olsberg, disciplinary record will worry you. That was his 11th yellow card of the season. Wanting to play that runs a risk. Harry Kane is outperforming his XG right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There we go. Confirmation. We are top of the table. Liverpool being beaten by Leeds by a goal to nil. As I said, Leeds doing us a favour, and Arsenal beating Manchester City, which means that we are now 4 points clear of Manchester City in third. Still that 1 point in front of Liverpool. We were on equal points, of course, but we're just actually above them by 1 point now. So still interchangeable at the top there. But it also means that Manchester United, having played us and only got a draw, they can't close the gap on us either. So that's how it all pans out. We will continue. We're going to come back for the game against Everton, which is our next match. Everton, we've previously played the once, beat them 3-0 at the Tottenham Stadium. The question is, can we beat them at Goodison Park? Let's find out. And this is the side we're putting out against Everton. It's a bit of a change side because for a start off, Kane is tired, so we need to give him a bit of a rest. Castile's in goal, Reguilón, Romero, Dyer and Emerson Royal back in on that right-hand side. Dembele and Holzberg continue in midfield with McKendy, Lo Celso, Clark on the right, McKendy on the left. Son goes up front. Galini, Davis, Skip, Ali, Tanganga, Lucas Moura, Bergwijn, Sol and Kane all on the bench. And Holzberg is one game, one yellow card away from being suspended again. So hopefully he won't do that in this match. We'll see. And here we are. Teams are out on the pitch. Beat Everton last time out. Sorry about the frog in the throat. Son to Hodgberg, through to Clark. Jack Clark. Ooh, tried to tamely put that under Pickford. It wasn't happening. But as early skirmishes go, I suppose that's quite good. Pickford to Kane. Or Keane. Ball goes forward. It's headed down. Decure. Holzberg tidies up. Dyer, Emerson Royal, Clark moving the ball around nicely. Something we didn't do in the second half against Man U FC. Holzberg over the top to Dembele, and he's in there. And Dembele. And after 8 minutes, we are a goal in front, and we'll like to see that again. It was a lovely movement. Holzberg seeing Dembele go, and he's round Pickford. And 1-0 we go. Liverpool drawing with Arsenal at the moment. Emerson Royal and Dembele. And it lost out that time to Digne. Dembele staying on him. Long ball forward. McKendy to Son, who launches one over the crossbar. Castiles to Dyer. Out to Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal holds the ball up, looking for Jack Clark. Hodgberg. Emerson Royal continued his run. He's gone into a bit of space. Lo Celso. Hodgberg over the top to Clark. Clark crosses in, and I'm not sure what happened to Son there. It didn't seem to go. I thought he was going to go in the back of the net, but he didn't make it, as it turned out. Jack Clark has taken a knock. Right, we're just going to leave him for a minute and just see if that improves any. Has a little bit. Emerson Royal. McKendy heading that down. If we can get through to half time, we'll replace Clark at half time. Reguilón, Gray, Decure, and they're looking menacing at the minute. Clark gets out to him, but it's curled away. Castiles clears the ball upfield for Son, and it's headed into touch by Godfrey. Jack Clark has improved, and half time comes. 3 shots, 1 on target for Everton. A 6 and 4 for us. That's a lot better. 56% of the possession. That's what we want to keep up in the second half. And the one change made at half time. Lucas Moura is on for Jack Clark, and Calvert-Lewin gets the second half underway for Everton. A 1-0 at half-time. And they're having the highlight. Reguilón cutting that one out. Reguilón in there again. Gets it clear this time. Son to Hodgberg. McKindy ping-ponged around. Son. Lucas Moura out wide to Emerson Royal. Lucas Moura, and he's got a cross in straight away. McKindy heads it over the top. But putting them under pressure early doors. And how is it looking? Man UFC in the early game beat Manchester City 2-0. Liverpool still drawing 0-0 with Arsenal. So as it currently stands, we are top of the table. And 3 points clear of Liverpool as it currently stands. So we are increasing that if it stays as it is. And it needs to stay as it is here, but it also needs to stay as it is in the game that Liverpool are playing. McKendy, Dembele, and that was a poor pass to Son. And Everton come on it. Calvert-Lewin is in. A good save by Casteels. That was going in, but Casteels got to it. Corner we need to be careful of. It's headed clear. Lo Celso now on the counter-attack and the break. Lo Celso looking for Son. It's way too far and it's gone out. Son never going to get there. Son not having a fantastic game up front. Lo Celso now is tired. And it might be time to make some changes. I don't know. Let's have a look. Emerson Royal with a free kick to Hodgberg. Hodgberg back to Dyer. To Romero. Romero to Dyer. Dyer back to Casteels. Gone all the way back. Casteels heads that, punts it forward. But it's given away. McKindy not equal to it. McKindy. Kelso. And Everton build again. And Holgate's in. Holgate has scored the equaliser. And as I said, it very quickly turns around. We've lost our way in this second half, very much like we did against Man UFC. Tiredness and many games is really impacting on us, and Casteels couldn't do much with that. Holgate was in, and Everton get back in. Right, it's time to make some changes then. And tactically, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Dembele could move into that attacking midfield for Lo Celso. And then if we do that, who's going to come on for him? Dele Alli? Right, Dele Alli is going to come on there. And I think McKendy is going to go, and I think it's Bergwijn, and then we're going to swap Moura and Bergwijn around. Balance it up a little bit. Lucas Moura, he prefers to be an inside forward on that side. Bergwijn he is a winger. Dembele They are our three changes that we've made, and that's what we're going to have to go with. Let's see if we can get anything out of this. Now that 1 point in front of Liverpool, and if Liverpool take the lead against Arsenal, they go top again. It's not good. We've had a bit of a change around. They've got back in the game a little bit. Need to maybe give the team a bit of encouragement. And maybe change to a slightly positive mentality. I don't know. Let's see if that does any good, or whether they attack us more. Everton cut out by Romero. Lucas Moura to Bergwijn, couldn't find him. Calvert-Lewin is in, and oh no, well cut out that time, but only cut out as far as Gaston, and Castells gobbles up the ball. Thankfully, he's had not too bad a game, but they've really got back in this, and we're having trouble. Bergwijn, can he pull some magic? Can he get a cross in? And he's been fouled in that corner. And Diggin is going to get sent off. His second yellow. And for the second game in a row, are we going to end this in a draw? Yes, we are. 1-1. So, a drawing episode. We did stay in front on XG, but they got this, climbed themselves back in it. So, again, good job we had that early goal from Dembele, which put us in a fair thing. Disappointing result. We were on top most of the match. Son not having a good game up front. Not really going to say too much of him. In fact, nobody really deserves too much of a pat on the back. Result sees Tottenham drop off the top of the league. You were somewhat disappointed. We've got every reason to believe we can get back up there. I think that's what I say. Felt they should have taken Son off today. Why did you leave him out there? Options on the bench were limited, I think is pretty much what it was. Liverpool did win in the end. A late goal against Arsenal 4 minutes into injury time, and that puts them back on top by a point. So we've messed up this episode. 2 games we've drawn, 2 wins would have pushed us well in advance of Liverpool, and Man U FC 3 points behind us now after that round of games. Oh, how disappointing is that? West Ham coming up next, as you'll see. A week on Saturday gives us a chance to recoup and hopefully get a little bit of freshness back in our boots. I think Kane will be back for that one. So there we are. That's the end of the episode. 2 draws in this one. It's got to improve somewhat. Matches against West Ham and Aston Villa, we're going to be playing off camera. We'll be back for Leeds, the FA Cup 5th round, and then we'll play Watford offline and come back for the first leg of the second knockout round of the Euro Cup, the Euro Conference League, and then we'll see how we progress. And we'll be the next episode will be the Euro Cup second knockout round, and I'm not sure where we go from there. It may well be Leicester, he says, trying to remember. In fact, it may well be Leicester. I won't worry too much about that right now. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button to keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspur are currently released on Monday and a Thursday. Just watch, because they will change to a Tuesday and a Friday once our brand new series on FM22 is released. More about that coming soon. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel, more to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Don't forget, Mondays and Thursdays at the moment, 4:15 p.m. for more episodes of this. We're back to normal. We are progressing, and we will be pushing them out on a Monday and a Thursday, and then changing to a Tuesday and a Friday to finish the series off. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next episode, which will be episode 11, and it's out on Wednesday, just to confuse you, because it's Good Friday. Till then, goodbye.